Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are going to learn about RMDIR command, and as the name suggests, RMDIR means you are removing the directories or you are deleting the directories. So RM means remove and DIR means directory, right? So what is the name of the command? RMDIR. But before that, let's use the command ls, which lists all the files and directories available in your present working directory. So when I enter this, you can see these are the different files and directories available in your present working directory. So the directories are represented here with the blue color. As you can see, A, desktop, dir2, document folder, and all the remaining blue color are representing the directories, right? Similarly, this white color file, this is representing the file, right? And num.sh, which is in green color, is representing a file, but a special kind of file, that is script file, right? Now I have to delete some directory from this. So as I talked about this command rmdir, so this is used to remove a directory or delete a directory, but the condition is the directory has to be empty. Now I want to delete this directory folder. Now let's see whether it is empty or not. So there are two ways of finding that. First, you go here and you see whether it is empty or not. Yes, it is empty. Also, there is one more way of checking this is you go to your terminal and you simply write cd, and then you go to, you're using the cd command, which is used to change the directory. And now I'm going to this. So now when I reach to folder and if I write again ls, you can see that it has not displayed anything. It means there is no files and directories available into this. So there are two ways. Either you go there directly and you see through the GUI, but you can also see it through your terminal also. Okay. Now let's come back to the present working directory. Now what we are going to do is we are going to delete this folder. So because it is empty, we can directly delete it with the help of the RMDIR command. So I write RMDIR, and with space I write the name of the directory. So the name of the directory is folder. So it can be simply deleted. And once I delete it and I use it, and again I use the option ls, I can use the command ls, and if I see whether folder is there or not, it will not be there. So it has been successfully deleted. Now let's use ls and see whether it is there or not. You can see that here earlier folder was there, but now it is not there because it has been deleted, right? Now coming to if this was the case when I can delete one directory, right? What if I want to delete more than one directory? So it can be deleted with the same command and in the same line it says. So let's see if I go here and let me show you what are the directories we are going to delete. I'm going to delete dir1, dir2, and dir3, but they can be only deleted if they are empty. Let's see. Yeah, they are empty, and dir2 is also empty, and then your dir3 is also empty. Now let's just delete it. So simply what you have to do is rmdir, then with space you are going to write dir1, so dir1, then dir2, then space dir3. Now enter it and see whether they have been deleted. Now earlier they were there, dir2, dir1, and dir3 were there, but now you use this ls option and see whether they are there or not. No, they have been deleted now, right? So it also perfectly deleted the directories. Now let's clear the screen. Now see, now I have to delete. Now again I use this ls command and see what we need to delete next. Let's say I want to delete hello. So if I need to delete hello, simply again I will use rmdir and then I write hello simply. So let's see whether it will be deleted or not. No, it cannot be deleted. Why it cannot be deleted? Because this directory is not empty. Not empty? Then let's see why it is not empty. So now we are not going to see it from here. We will directly uh, operate from the terminal. So now I'll write cd. I'm changing the directory, and where I have to go now? I have to go to hello. So now I go into hello and I see now I'm into this hello directory. So I change the directory. Cd command is used to change the directory. Now here if I write ls, you can see that there are one file info.txt and one directory system folder available inside this directory. So first of all, we have to delete both of them, then only hello will be deleted. So if you try to delete a directory in which there are some files and directories available, that cannot be deleted by simply writing rmdir. So let me show you now. So if I talk about this hello directory, this is the directory that I want to delete. And inside this directory, you can see there is a file and there is a text file that I want to, there is there, and there is one more subdirectory available inside this directory. So what we need to do is I have to delete the subdirectory system folder. So again, I will be using this command rmdir, and then I write system folder, right? And let's see whether it has been deleted or not. So here I write ls. Now you can see that this is no more there, it has been deleted, because and now we are only left with info.txt, and we can see it from here also. Earlier there was that directory as well as file, but that directory has been deleted. Now I want to delete this info.txt also. Let's say if I write irmdir info.txt, let's see whether it will be deleted or not. See, it is not deleted. Why it is not deleted? Because this is not a directory. Info.txt is not a directory, but rather it is a file. And the command used to delete a file is different. It is not rmdir. Rmdir is used to delete a directory. Now, what is the command used to delete a file? That I will be explaining you in the coming lectures in detail. But for now, the command is rm, simply remove. So now I will write info.txt. But before I enter this, let me show you. This file is available in hello, right? But now I'm going to delete it. So if I delete it, now it has been deleted. And if I use ls, you can see that there is nothing available inside this folder. Now see, this has been deleted. So it shows that both the files and directories are deleted. Now, if you have to delete this directory hello, you cannot simply write rmdir hello. You can't delete it. Why we can't delete it? Because we are inside this directory, and if you need to delete this directory, you have to go out of it. So to come back one directory back, you have to go to the previous directory. Then you will be writing cd, and now you are again into the present working directory, right? Now let's clear the screen and see. Now I am writing ls, and as you can see that still we have our hello. We have this hello folder, right? Now let's see. So if I want to delete it, what will I do is, let's see whether it is there or not. Yeah, this is there. Hello is there. This is hello.txt is also there, but this is a text file. But we are concerned about this directory, and inside this hello, we were having a file and directory. Now let's delete it simply rmdir hello, and now it can be deleted because it is empty. Now you can see that with the ls command, you can see that this hello is no more available here, right? And so here also you can see hello has been deleted, right? Hello is no more there. So now I want to delete a file. I want to delete a directory. Let's say I want to delete new folder. So if I write rmdir and I write the name of the directory that I want to delete, it is saying that it cannot be deleted, right? It cannot be deleted. Why it cannot be deleted? Let's say, let's go to new folder and see what is there. So if I write ls here, I can see there is one more subdirectory available in new folder. Now we will learn a way where if there is some directories available inside a directory, how to delete that. So if I write, now come back to the home directory now. So if I write here rmdir and we have new folder, and our in new folder is located folder 1. Let's see whether it can be deleted or not. If I do so, let's see what is the change going to happen. And let me show you here also. If I talk about your new folder, inside which folder 1 is there, which is empty. Now here, what happens is, when I use this command, then what will happen? Simply if I delete it, you'll see what will happen. Only folder 1 is deleted, but not new folder. But now because it is empty, so if I again use this command and I delete new folder, it will be deleted, right? But we can not delete both of them. But there must be some option which is going to delete both of them. Now let's see that. So again, let me show you one more structure that I have created here. You have X directory. Inside this X directory, you have Y subdirectory, and similarly in Y there is Z subdirectory, right? And I want to delete all of them together. So what will we be doing here is, I'll be writing rmdir, and then in X we have Y, and inside Y we have Z. If I use this same command and if I try to delete it, what will happen is only the innermost subdirectory will be deleted. Like in new folder, folder 1 was there, only folder 1 got deleted. Similarly, if you try to delete it, only Z is going to be deleted. That is the innermost directory. Now, So, but if I want to delete it together, so we have one option that is -p. So if you use this, all of them will be deleted together. So as you can see, X, Y, Z are there. But once I use this, now let's see ls, and you can see that you don't have any directory X. Now let's see from here also. Now you can see earlier it was there, but now you don't have any XYZ directory, right? So this was about deleting all the directories together when they have a nested structure. Similarly, I have one more some nested structure here. Let me show you. Inside A we have B, inside B we have C, inside C we have D, then inside D we have E, and inside E we have F, and F is empty. So now simple, very simple. Again, we are going to use the same thing. And instead of that, we are going to do what A, then inside A we have B, inside B we have C, inside C we have D, inside D we have E, and inside E we have F. Now all of them will be directly deleted. Now let me show you once again. All of them are there, but once I use this option, all of them will be deleted once in a while. So see, A is there, but now it will not be there. Now let me show you ls. Now you can see that A is no more there. And let me show you from here also. Earlier all of them were there, but now we don't have these subdirectories also. So we have different options with rmdir. Now finally, let me show you some more options with that. So if you want to see the version of this command, you will write double hyphen and then version, right? And it will show you the version of this command, which is 8.30, and it will tell you other information related to this, right? And if you want to know more about it, you can write rmdir, then double hyphen help. It is going to tell you the different options available in help command. It will tell you how you have to use this command, and it is used to remove one directory or more than one directory, but only if they are empty. And there are the different other options which are available here. And there are some options that I have told you. You can also work with the other options also. Okay, and I told you about this -p option, which is used to delete, remove directory and its ancestors. So you can delete all the subdirectories together with the parent directory. And then also you can write man, that is manual command. So if you write this manual command man, and then you write rmdir, it is going to give you complete information related to this. So it tells you everything about rmdir. It is used to remove direct empty directories, and to tell you how it is being represented, and it tell you about the other different options available for rmdir. So in case of Linux, and when you have to go out of it, you will write q. Now to learn Linux, basically we should go through this man command, which is going to display all the information about a specific command. So this was all about rmdir command. In the coming lectures, we will be learning about touch command and other commands as well. Thank you so much. So in the coming lectures, we will be learning about touch command, which is used to create a file, and rm command, which is used to delete the files. Till then, stay tuned to my lecture. Thank you so much.